You're on.
Hi, everybody. It's Monday night. It is April 6th, and it's tea time. And, what can I say? Normally, I talk about my weekend, and not much is going on these days on the weekend. So, just TV and movies, and that's about it. Just doing stuff around the house. I want to actually get to my guests because, my hour goes fast. PePe Cardona is in the house from Alive and Kickin, known for his one-hit wonder, Tighter and Tighter. Hi, PePe. How you doing, honey?
Hello, tea time, Theresa. Hello, everybody out there.
And you're coming to me live from Detroit?
That's right. St. Clair Shores, Michigan.
That's right. Michigan.
Right by Detroit.
Michigan, and you were just in New York. First of all, let's start by you are a Bronx boy originally.
Well, no, not really. I've become a Bronx boy, but I'm originally a Brooklyn boy.
Oh, okay. Originally a Brooklyn boy. Sorry about that. And then I know you love the Bronx and you love the Yankees. Huge Yankee fan, and you and you joined the cast of Bat Boy, and you wrote an original song, which we're going to get to in a little while, when Thurman Munson passed away. And in the meantime, your career started many, many, many years ago, and I want to know how you got started in this crazy industry of music.
Okay, well, my friend Bruce Sedano, he and I formed Alive and Kickin. We had been in groups in the Brooklyn, Midwood section of Brooklyn area. And it's funny you should ask that because when he does interviews, he has to answer the same questions the same way. Okay, so I said, I wonder how many people have heard me do the interviews, podcasts, what have you, and have to say the same thing all over again. They probably already know the whole story. So he said, I know, I'm kind of getting bored. I think I want to throw out there some false information just to alleviate my boredom. And he says, well, what do you mean? He says, maybe I could say I was raised by wolves, something like that. So I gotta think of something to top that. Okay, you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you all over again the same thing. All right, but all right. So you want me to tell the truth?
Yes. I mean, you've had an amazing career. You've been on the biggest stages. You were on Bandstand with Dick Clark. I mean, you've had such a beautiful career, and I really want people to know, how you got there, where you started from, and how you got there.
Well, since you mentioned Bandstand,
Bandstand.
Here's a story I don't tell that often. We were ushered into what the green room is of the studio. Yeah. And there's Dick Clark comes up and introduces himself, which was kind of funny to us at the time because he walks in the door and we all say or think to each other, wow, it's Dick Clark. And he says, hi, guys, I'm Dick Clark. I thought it was funny that he should introduce himself.
You don't know who he is.
I guess it's something you do, right? Hi, I'm PePe Cardona. Not that I have the notoriety that Dick Clark had, but he was very gracious, and he came and shook all our hands and said hello. And I remember he asked something about my nationality, and I told him I was born in Puerto Rico, and etc. And he was just very nice. It was awesome. All right,
so you formed Alive and Kickin, and this was back in 19 what?
Actually, the late 1968 and into 69, we kind of honed our craft, and in 69, finally we managed to meet Tommy James.
Tommy James with the Shondells, right?
Right. Yeah. His wife, Ronnie, at the time, knew my lead vocalist, Sandy's sister-in-law, very well. They were best friends.
Right.
So that was like that was
That helped.
So we managed to get Tommy James to come down to this little club in Brooklyn and catch us. It was called the Hullabaloo Club. And it was back then all the clubs were cavernous. They were, rooms and what have you, and the Hullabaloo was really big. And it was a Sunday night. Mm-hmm. So there was hardly anybody there at all, and I can still picture Tommy James sitting all alone in the dark,
right?
About 50 feet away, listening to the band. And he loved us, and, the rest is history.
And he said he wrote this song, right? He said to you, I wrote a song?
Yeah, well, he wrote this song. Well, he had the song in the can called Crystal Blue Persuasion.
Right, oh, what a great song.
Yeah, so we, obviously it was a great song.
Yeah.
And, so we decided to follow his advice, and we learned the song. And then he kind of came to his senses and realized what a good song that was.
Yeah.
And so he decided to record it on his own.
Right.
So, he took it and we figured, all right, there goes our shot. That's too bad. But in the meantime, he said he had
another song, right?
Yeah, right. He had this other song that he came down with a couple of months later and said, this one's a lot better because it has a girl part. I got to show you nobody else before you. And then it has a boy part. A woman, you torture my soul now. Honey, don't you? Etc. So I said, all right, great, we'll try it. So when he took us into the studio, we didn't have to rehearse for that because
really?
No, we didn't have to. Just the vocalists. That's it. Because he refused to let the band play the song, record it. He didn't think we were savvy enough in the recording studio. He uses studio musicians.
Really?
Just like everybody then. Yeah, a lot of, you've seen the documentary on the Motown.
Yeah.
How they, they played all the songs of the Beach Boys and what have you, So he said, okay, don't worry about it. He brought in a whole musicians, studio musicians. They were all over 40, which to me was old at the time, 40 and 50. And now I'm thinking, wow, okay. Wow, I wish I was 40 and 50 now, So we just did the vocals. We learned all the, the harmonies, what have you. Then went into the studio, recorded it, and that was pretty cool.
So Tighter and Tighter, you recorded and performed, and that song became a one-hit wonder. And you everywhere you went, you sang that song, including on American Bandstand and a lot of other venues. You want to mention some of the other places you performed?
Oh, my goodness. Well, we toured the country.
You toured,
So, we did a lot of TV shows along the way as we made our way from, we went from the East Coast, flew to the West Coast to do the American Bandstand show, and then made our way across back east again, doing TV shows along the way in Houston, in Cleveland, and eventually in New York, where we did New Jersey, the Jersey Trenton, Jersey State Fair, and oh my goodness, Madison Square Garden. They gave us our gold records.
Wow!
Madison Square Garden. Yeah, we were opening up for Eric Burden and War. They had this great song at the time called "Spill the Wine, Take That Girl." All right, spill the wine. Okay, so we opened up for them, and they brought us our gold records on stage.
Wow! Where do you keep your gold record?
Well, it's in my office upstairs. I'm right downstairs now in the den.
Yeah.
And in my office, I have it like nice. Fortunately, what I didn't know, and I don't normally, I'm trying to think of things that normally people don't normally hear from me. Okay. So I had hung it in my apartment in Brooklyn for the longest time, and there was sunshine shining on it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So unfortunately.
Don't tell me it faded.
It faded. Yeah, so the roulette record label is bright orange and yellow. Okay, and if you see my gold record now, it's pale orange and pale yellow. You know? So it doesn't have those cool orange and yellow colors sticking out, you know.
Yeah,
But trust me, it is the original gold record. The reason I say that is because the lead singer at the time with me, Sandra Toder, she decided she wanted to check what was actually on that record. So she took the gold record apart, took the record out and played it, and it was some song that you never heard before. So apparently they just took a disc, sprayed it gold, put the label on it, and put it up there. So who knows what's on my record? On my gold record. It could be they're coming to take me away. Ha ha. Hoo, hoo.
Oh my God,
I'll never know because I'm not going to open it. All right.
So. No, that's hysterical. All right, listen, we're gonna come back. We're gonna do my sponsors real quick. Stay there, don't go away. We'll be right back with PePe Cardona.
Okay.
All right.
Today's show is brought to you in part by Tavolo Kitchen and Pizza, located at 1919 Wantaw Avenue in Wantaw. Hey, there's something for every night of the week. Tuesdays, pasta night. Wine Wednesdays. Friday, live music from 7 to 10. Sunday, brunch. So check them out at 516-308-4892 or www.tavolokitchen.com. They're also on Instagram. They do catering and private parties. So where do you want to go tonight?
Are you bored?
Oh my God!
Hold on tight. We're gonna coast us.
Talk a little bit more, Pepe.
Sure.
Hey, we're back. We're back. It's tea time, and I'm with my friend PePe Cardona. Pepe is a singer-songwriter, but Pepe's also an actor. Pepe,
I am.
You were in a movie called Bat Radicus, and I actually went to the premiere with our good friend Grace.
Oh,
right?
yeah, right.
We're like the head zombie.
The head zombie.
It's great. It was great. I had such a good time. And you did you were great in the movie, I have to say. You scared me.
Well, how hard is it to play a zombie? You know, you go.
Hey, it takes talent.
Yeah, roughly.
Is that the only movie or acting you've done, or have you done something else?
Well, earlier in my career, right around 71, 72, a lot of people don't know that Alive and Kicking actually broke up at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, they broke up for a couple of years. There was a lot of infighting going on, and we just didn't get along and whatever. So when we broke up, I was 1 year removed from a gold record.
Wow.
And I was at a teller at a 6th Avenue bank.
Wow.
For about a year. I was at a printer's shop for another year.
Right.
I mean, it was ridiculous, you know. So
was it like a 2-year hiatus? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
almost?
it was. It's actually, let me see. It was almost 4 years.
Wow, that long.
Yeah, it was really long. You know,
wow.
I decided to hone my craft. Okay,
right.
Because until that point, I was just a garage band singer. You know, that just, you know, we got lucky. Our whole first album was full of originals.
Yes.
Which are really cool, and which is good. But I decided to study dance and acting and vocal lessons, what have you.
Right.
So I went to Off-Broadway and tried to audition, like all the many times that you audition for you know, things. And how are your auditions going on, by the way?
My auditions? I actually auditioned not that long ago for a movie. It's an independent film. We were supposed to start filming this month. We were supposed to start filming April, May, and June, but it's being postponed. I can't say too much about it, but I'm excited about, you know, actually having a nice, you know, part in this movie. And I'm excited that, you know, when we could start filming.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's tough right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I miss my Bat Boy family, and you were in Bat Boy. You actually wrote an original song about Thurman Munson after he passed away. You actually wrote it like a week after he died?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, won't be the same without you. What's great about this song is that it can pertain to anybody.
Yes.
Because I only say Thurman at the very end of the song. I go,
right.
Hey, Thurman, in
right.
our hearts you always will remain.
Right, right.
So a lot of people throughout the years, when they've lost someone close to them, it resonated immediately with them. Won't be the same without you. Memories are all we have.
Well, it's about losing someone, and we can all relate to that. We've all had loss, and what's going on now, it's even more profound.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Can we play that? Can we play that song, and we'll listen to it with our listeners?
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, let's cue it up, and then we'll talk about it a little after. This is introduce the song, Pepe.
Okay, Won't Be the Same Without You, written by Vito Albano, which was our drummer in Live and Kicking, Woody Wilson, the guitar player, and myself.
Nice.
That's Albano Wilson Cardona.
Won't be the same without you.
Won't be the same without you. Memories are all we have to remember you by. Won't be the same without you. No one else can take your place. In our hearts you always will remain. Tragedies, they happen, and no one can explain. But to me it's so unfair. In fact, it seems insane. And I feel so bad. Don't it feel so sad? Won't be the same without you. No one else can take your place. In our hearts you always will remain. Won't be the same without you. And oh, I will miss your style and the way you play the game. For you were so misunderstood. You kept it all inside. But still you did the best you could. You were one hell of a guy, and it's such a shame. Oh, don't you feel the pain? Don't you feel it? Don't you feel the pain? I feel so bad. Oh, don't you feel so sad? Won't be the same without you. Memories are all we have to remember you by. Won't be the same without you. No one else can take your place. You always will remain. Hey, Thurman, in our hearts you always will remain.
Hold on, Pepe. Hey, thank you so much. What a beautiful song. I mean, what a beautiful song. The lyrics are so touching. I remember I got a little verklempt the first time Pepe sang that. You were asked to sing that at the Bat Boy show, and you actually wrote that song a week after Thurman Munson died. I mean, I'm assuming that it's just something you were overwhelmed like everyone else about his death that was so unexpected, and you sang that song in the Bronx for, actually, we celebrated Thurman's 40th anniversary, his passing, and the 50 years ago that he was with the Yankees. When you had put in his wife's name, Diana, and his children's name, and made it even more personal and special.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun, rewriting the lyrics. It's like a spurt of mental energy that just enters you. Like what I wrote the words to, when I rewrote the words to Elton John's "I'm Still Standing Today."
Right.
I did it in 15 minutes. The thoughts just came right out, and I'm like writing down furiously before they left my mind. It's inspiration.
It's magical when it happens that way, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It really is. And if I stop for like 1 second to answer the phone or text, the inspiration is gone.
Right. Yeah.
I have to like really focus and let my thoughts take me where they may.
Yeah, and the energy is so intense that it just flows. It just flows.
Yeah.
You're like in that zone. I know.
Yeah, you would know. You're an artist. It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, I'm not. Look, I sing, but not like you and my husband. You guys are amazing, and I've written a little bit, but when something comes to you, it's like writing a joke. When something comes to me, again, it's something where you have to take pen to paper really fast and write it down. And again, no interruptions, because it's there and you don't want to, lose the intensity of it. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
Listen, I know that, you're a big Yankee fan. I know it's your dream to sing the national anthem at Yankee Stadium. And I know that me and a lot of other people want that to happen for you. So we're putting it out into the universe, and hopefully that's going to happen one day. Let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about your son, who's also very talented. You actually not only perform with the Live and Kicking, but you actually do a duo show with your son.
Yeah, he's so awesome. And that's one of the things I miss the most during this time, is because he's back in Brooklyn. And every time I fly into New York, of course, I'm doing my treatments. And of course, we have to stay away from each other. And so this whole last month has been a wash. And who knows how much longer it is before I am able to, these little videos that I do in the PePe Strong show, I'm doing them alone. And boy, do I wish Tim was right there, doing the songs we do, harmonizing. He's a great singer, and he's a great musician. You just mentioned treatment. Would you like to share with my audience and your fans of what exactly you were diagnosed with and what you're going through and how you are? Sure. Yeah, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer stage 3 back in September. We went to Sloan Kettering, and they diagnosed us. We didn't like their reaction to it, so we went for a second opinion just to see.
Which is very important. Second opinions are very important.
Yes. And we found someone, my wife, Maria, and I, found someone that we thought could help us, fight this.
Right.
And he had a great protocol. The problem with his protocol is that no one else can duplicate it. There's no other hospital that can touch that protocol, because there are certain
it's exclusive. It's exclusive.
Yeah, well, the meds that he uses.
Doctor. Yeah,
my doctor, he uses this cocktail that has some meds in it that are approved by Medicare, but a hospital won't be paid for it. So I can't do it in any other hospital here in Michigan, wherever.
Wow.
I have to fly back to New York every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks you're
2 days
flying
of
back.
chemo.
Right. I know you posted a picture of there were only like 4 people on the plane with you, which in a way is great for you. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
I know you had your mask on, but I mean, you know, so you fly. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. The only problem with that was that all the ensuing flights for the rest of through April and into May, I fly Spirit Airlines have all been canceled.
Oh, geez.
So we had to scramble to find a flight out that Wednesday morning after my 2 days of chemo. And we managed to get on a Delta flight. And so we've now booked all our flights with Delta. Of course, they cost 3 times as much as Spirit did. So that's pretty bad. But what are you going to do? I have no choice. So
no, you don't. And you don't. And, you know, we all continue to pray for your recovery and for your tenacity and for your fight in you, because you're a person and a man that I know that doesn't give up, and you have so many people that love you and pray for you, and you know, and want you to kick this thing's ass, and I know that you're going to be back to yourself, and you're going to be singing with Tim and the band, and you know, and performing. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about our friend Jean DiNapoli, who did something for you a while ago that unfortunately I wasn't able to be there. So stay tuned, people, because when we come back, PePe's going to sing live. We'll be right back after my sponsors.
Today's show is brought to you in part by Tavolo Kitchen and Pizza, located at 1919 Wantagh Avenue in Wantagh. Hey, there's something for every night of the week. Tuesdays, pasta night. Wine Wednesdays. Friday, live music from 7 to 10. Sunday, brunch. So check them out at 516-308-4892 or www.tavolokitchen.com. They're also on Instagram. They do catering and private parties. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
We're back. This is tea time. We're back. This is tea time. I want to give some shout outs. Kristen Tinsley's watching. Valentina's watching. I want to say hello and everybody watching. My sister-in-law Ann is watching from Ohio. PePe. And we got Greg DiFilippo in Florida. Hi, honey. Thank you, Susan. Everybody watching and listening and tuning in. I'm so glad that you found us. I'm here every Monday night at 8 o'clock. I'm with PePe Cardona. PePe is a friend. He's a fellow actor. He's a singer. He's a songwriter. And he had a one-hit wonder, Tighter and Tighter, and with Alive and Kicking. He performs with the band. He performs with his son, Tim. Right now, he's in Detroit. He comes to New York every 2 weeks for treatments. And I'm just so excited to have you back on my show. And next time, the third time, you're going to be in studio.
Yeah.
So I can hug you and kiss you and love on you.
Yeah, I love hugs.
Italian. I miss touching people and hugging and kissing. I just want to.
That's right.
You know what I
mean? Can you remember the last person you touched besides your husband?
Beside myself?
No, besides. No, bad girl.
Hey, you know I gotta keep it funny, PePe. No, actually, Sean and I are actually keeping a 6 feet distance from us because he works in a hospital, as you know, and he has to sometimes go into the rooms with COVID patients. And we're taking every precaution. When he comes home, he takes off his shoes, he changes, his clothes go in the wash. I wash them on hot. He showers, he washes, I Lysol, I do whatever I can, but as an extra precaution, from each other, which is fine. That's fine. But let's get back to you because there's so much to talk about.
It's okay.
You were diagnosed with stage 3 pancreatic cancer. It was a big shock to a lot of people. And Gene DiNapoli, who's also a mutual friend of ours, actually held a fundraiser at his restaurant at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there. And trying to raise funds for you. Like you're mentioning that you have to fly back and forth every 2 weeks. And it's a strain. And you know, right now, no one's really working, which makes it even harder on everybody because I mean, unless you own a supermarket or a pharmacy or a liquor store, because liquor stores are essential. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, right.
But I wanted to know, you know, how people can follow you, donate, help you. And I want you to plug that before we get to your singing.
Okay. Well, as far as donating, Gene DiNapoli and Steve Michaels generously donated their time to putting 2 fundraisers together. And they raised a little bit of money for me. And that was really awesome. These fundraisers. Theresa, if you had been there, you would have been amazed at the electricity.
I saw the video. I saw it like I was there. And it was the room was full of so much love.
Yeah, it was really amazing. And those 2 days were my chemo days.
I know it was rough. So, it was rough for you. It was rough.
Yeah,
and Ray Negron was there, and Steve Vaccaro were there. I know that Steve and Ray talked to you.
Yes,
and that was sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah, that was awesome. But I managed to drag myself there because how could I miss this? You know, I mean, I stood there in the back and I saw everybody come up and sing a song for me and throw out all these accolades, you know. Oh, and PePe is this, PePe is that. And it's just, oh my God, I'm like overwhelmed. You know, it was, I've always helped people throughout my career. And did fundraisers, as many as I could and when I could. But I never thought that it would come back to me this strongly. Right. You know, you never think about those things. You know, you just do them out of the goodness of your heart. Right. And if you're that kind of person, you know, then it's great. But for it to come back at you while you're still alive. Yeah. Okay. Because, you know, these people die and you watch the Oscars and you watch the Grammys in memoriam, you know, and then they talk about, well, you know, Bill Withers. Right. Was an incredible performer. He wrote these great songs. And of course, you didn't hear them say that a week ago before he died. Right, you know, right.
It's a shame that we have to, you're right. It's a shame that we have to wait till people aren't here any longer to really acknowledge them. And it's nice to be acknowledged while you're still here, like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, it's nice that you want to honor people, but do it while they're here, you know?
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
So how do people follow you? I was saying how it's like being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're hoping that the people are actually here for it. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness!
Can you hear me?
I don't. Yeah, I can hear you now. Kind of delayed, but as far as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, well, I know there's this East Coast Hall of Fame that I've been nominated for. You know, I don't know much about that, but
nice.
But the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a friend of mine named Mick Lump, he's the drummer for this group called The Project, and he went to the Hall of Fame in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, and he was looking through the records, and Alive and Kickin' with alphabetical order was the first one that he came to.
Wow!
And he showed it to me. He took a picture. He's taken up the album, Alive and Kickin'. So I am in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Nice. There you go.
You know, in a small way. But, you know, people can always... okay.
You're on Facebook. No, you're on Facebook. PePe Cardona on Facebook, right?
Facebook. And I have my own YouTube channel called the PePe Strong Show. And
PePe Strong Show. That's important. PePe Strong Show. And that's on
YouTube.
Yes.
And they could catch all my videos that I post. I've been posting the PePe Strong Show episodes. I just did number 19
wow,
today.
That's great.
And that was great because I went out to all the healthcare people out there, that are working hospitals and everything. And so
all right. So listen, how about maybe a verse, the first verse, or a verse and the chorus of Live and Kickin'? What do you tighter and tighter? What do you think?
Okay.
You up to it?
All right. Let's do it. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, in fact, let me pull out.
Yeah.
Tighter. What's the song again?
I think it's called Tighter and Tighter.
Yeah.
I think that's the song.
Okay. So there's a track on here that actually I could sing to a little bit.
Why not?
Okay. So of course you got to remember that that it's a girl and a boy.
It's a guy and a girl. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I like to say girl and a boy for some reason. I don't know why.
All right. Okay.
Girl and a boy, guy and a girl.
Guy and a girl.
Okay. And so the first. Okay.
We can hear
it.
Can
you hear it?
Yeah.
So the girl singers at the beginning, but I'll sing both parts.
Go ahead. You've done it before.
You know I got to show you, nobody else before you ever gave us such a beautiful feeling. And my part. Oh, woman, you touch my soul now. Honey, don't you let go now. Hold on, baby, just a little bit tighter. Hold on, just a little bit tighter now, baby. I love you so much and I can't let go. No, no, no. Hold on, just a little bit tighter now, baby.
Yeah. Woo-hoo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's such a classic song, and everyone hears it. I'll say to someone, "Oh yeah, PePe, tighter and tighter," and they're like, "Huh?" And as soon as I start singing that song, and the chorus, they're like, "Oh yeah, I know that song."
I know, and the bad part is that they don't even remember the name of the group either.
Alive and Kickin'. It's Alive and Kickin'.
Yeah, it's Alive and Kickin'. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Alive and Kickin'. That's what it is.
But,
and you're alive and you're kicking. You're kicking, and you're going to keep kicking, PePe.
Yes.
So listen, let's talk about your new project. You have a new project going on that you want to discuss.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? It actually follows with what you just said. Was that by design?
Oh, good. I got a nice segue. There you go.
Yeah, that was a perfect segue because you said, as soon as you hear that song, you just like love it, and it brings back people to those wonderful days of the 70s. Well, it turns out that this co-producer of this, there's this book that was written recently about a crime in New York City in the 80s. And it's about a detective and all his trials and tribulations of being in the police department. And it's called Damage Control. So
Damage Control, okay.
Damage Control, yeah. And it's being adapted as a TV pilot for possible streaming to Netflix or Amazon, whoever picks it up. So, of course, production has been halted, but they did do a draft of it, and they loved. I sent them my songs, and they loved Tighter and Tighter. As soon as the producer heard Tighter and Tighter, he says, "Oh, that's it. That's got to be doing the opening credits." So they sent me the draft, which is pretty cool. And Tighter and Tighter's playing, in the opening credits. So that's the plan. It's still in the early stage, and of course, now with this going on, but it's going to be called Manhattan South. Though that's what
Manhattan South.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and Tighter and Tighter doing the opening credits is showing.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
That would be.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be saying a prayer for that.
Yeah.
And putting that out there too as well.
That would be very cool.
Oh, Maron. Listen, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We have Joanne, we have Jewel, we have Theresa, Thibodeau in Florida. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Share, like my show, share the show. Okay, we're gonna take another quick break for my sponsors. When we come back, more with PePe Cardona from Alive and Kickin'.
Today's show is brought to you in part by Tavolo Kitchen and Pizza, located at 1919 Wantaw Avenue in Wantaw. Hey, there's something for every night of the week. Tuesdays, pasta night. Wine Wednesdays. Friday, live music from 7 to 10. Sunday, brunch. So check them out at 516-308-4892 or www.tavolokitchen.com. They're also on Instagram. They do catering and private parties. So where do you want to go tonight?
Are you bored?
Oh my God.
Hold on tight. We're gonna coast this.
It's tea time. It's Monday night, and I'm so glad you guys are tuned in and listening. I'm here with PePe Cardona from Alive and Kickin'. He had that wonderful one-hit wonder, Tighter and Tighter. And I want to just say something real quick before I go back to PePe. Right now I'm sponsoring Tavolo Kitchen is one of my sponsors. And they are doing pickup and deliveries. So please give them a call. Also, Coaster's Tavern in East Meadow. They're doing special takeouts, pickups on Saturday and Sundays. So make sure you both give them a call. Please support these small businesses that need to be supported at this time. All right, I just wanted to get that in there. And now we're back with PePe Cardona. And the man, the myth, the legend from Detroit.
Detroit. Who would have thought I'd end up in Detroit?
I have no idea. How did you end up in Detroit? How?
Well, I met my wife, Maria.
God bless Maria. Yeah.
She's from Detroit, and she moved away from Detroit to New York when she was like 17 or something.
But did you meet her in New York?
In New Rochelle.
Oh, you met her in New Rochelle. Okay.
Right. And then we moved to City Island.
Right.
And we were there for like 30 years or so. And then she got a call from her sister saying that her mother, was a little elderly and needed help. And could we go there? And so that's what we did. We packed up and came to Detroit.
Right. And then left.
Unfortunately, my business, Alive and Kicking, is in New York.
Yeah.
So the last couple of years, it's been 5 years since we moved. I've been spending most of my time in New York.
I know you're here a lot. You're here a lot. And before this all hit us, this COVID-19, how many gigs a year did you actually do between Alive and Kicking and with Tim?
130, roughly.
130 shows.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, you just don't get older, my friends. You get better.
Well, I'm trying. I'm seeing this vocal teacher again now.
Are you really?
She's trying to keep my voice going strong.
Right.
Yeah, she's a great vocal teacher from the Bronx.
And it just goes to show you that it's never too late to pursue your dream, and it's never too old to actually look for a vocal coach or someone to, like you said, help you keep your instrument to the best it can be.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. She's awesome. Her name is Meryl, and Meryl. There was her last
You know,
name.
Grace is in the Bronx. Grace might look her up.
Yeah, that's right. She lives in the Bronx. Oh, please
Yeah.
tell Grace that I would
Grace, what's
gladly
her name?
turn her
Meryl
on.
what? Meryl.
Local
All right, you know what? We'll
Yeah, I'm
we'll get
going
that,
to.
we'll get that information to Grace.
Yeah, I'll get it right now.
So do you actually FaceTime her if she's here and you're there? Do you do vocal warm-ups and lessons, you know, via Facebook?
Well, the last couple of weeks has been not easy doing that, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had been doing it, you know, in person. Oh, Newbern.
Newbern.
Newbern, Newbern.
Okay.
Meryl Newbern.
Okay, thank you for that.
And she's in the Inwood section of Brooklyn, something like that. I mean, of the Bronx.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And by the way, I am very open with my time. Anybody has any questions for me, they want know how to get T-shirts, how to do it, whatever, anything at all they have, they can email me.
Nice.
Anytime.
And what's your email? Let's give that out.
Okay, it's PePe, P-E-P-E. Sings at AOL.com.
It's so funny because when I asked you to send me your email address, you know, mine is STV, which stands for Sean Theresa Valerie Sings.
That's, yeah, right. TV Sings.
So when you said that to me, I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah. TV Sings.
Jewel, Peppy, give a shout out to Jewel. Jewel said she's enjoying the show.
Jewel,
Jewel, Jewel.
Oh, Jewel. Oh, like
there you go. And
hello,
Mike.
Jewel.
Mike is saying Peppy rocks. There you go, Mike.
All right, I got to give you an official shout out, okay? Hello, Jewel. Okay, there you go.
Nice. Thank you, Peppy. That's very sweet of you. All right, so it's Peppy Sings, SINGS at AOL.com. And, you know, you are the most loving, giving, humble person. I originally met you at Grace Guadati Matranga's wedding. You were her wedding.
Really?
You were her wedding singer.
Yes, that's right.
And that was holy crap. That was let's see. I want to say 15 years. I think it was like 15 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, right? It was 1995 or
it was
2005.
Yeah, something like that. It was yeah, I mean she said, "Oh, I'm going to have a live and Kickin at my wedding." And I'm like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, he does weddings. Peppy does weddings." And I was like, "That's so cool." And I know she got up and sang with you, and that made her night. And then we reconnected through Bat Boy, and then I connected you with Ray and Steve, and it was just, you know, it's like a snowball, and it's like that 6 degree of separation. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, wait a second, here's something even crazier, people.
Okay.
My husband, Sean, who's a singer, sang with you years ago. You were performing somewhere. He'll remember. I don't know where he is right now. He's inside. You were performing somewhere in New Rochelle or somewhere up there, and you asked Sean to come up and sing, and he sang, and then, like, you knew him before you knew me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, boy,
Crazy.
Sean he's got such a great voice.
Thank you. He's blessed. God gave him a gift. And then you performed at some restaurant right here in Wantaw, and we came to see you. And again, you were so gracious to have Sean come up and sing, and you joined him. And I love that video. That's one of my special favorite videos of you guys singing together. I'll love you more today than yesterday. That was
right.
Song.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great night. It was a great night.
I'd like to see that video sometime.
I'm going to have to send it to you.
Yeah,
Going to have to send it to you. Yeah, absolutely. So, so you're in Detroit. You're going to be coming back next week for, you come back, you said for 2 days, you get treatment, and then you go back to Detroit. How are things actually in Detroit? I know they're not as chaotic in New York, I'm assuming, but things here are a little crazy, and you know, across the country, it's varying. So, how are you guys there, where you are in Michigan?
I'll tell you the truth, Theresa. It's just about exactly the way it is in New York.
Really?
Really.
Yeah.
You know,
But
the
you know what?
streets are rolling.
In a way, it's a good thing that they're taking it very seriously and they're taking the extra measures and extra precautions in advance before it gets, worse. Maybe they could stop it, before it gets worse.
Yeah.
Which is great,
In fact, I was inspired by watching the videos on TV of the hospitals and the ERs in Detroit, and it just was exactly the same thing that New York is going through. You know.
Yeah.
So I tried to think of a song that would fit with that, and that's when I got "I'm Still Standing."
Yeah,
and,
I'm Still Standing, right? Elton John.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's another profound song that, there's so many songs and the lyrics are so profound these days.
Mm-hmm.
But you have this peppy, strong show that I want everyone to check out on YouTube. And you just said you just posted something today, actually, you said, right?
Yeah, I posted I'm still standing. I changed the words around, and I think it was very clever what I did with the words, and it worked out pretty good. And that was my 19th episode, Peppy Strong, which I only started about a month ago.
It's amazing.
Every day to get the energy to do that after 2 videos that I do in one day is about my limit.
Yeah.
But
don't push yourself. Listen to your body. Rest when it says rest.
Yeah.
No.
But
thank God. I wanna thank everyone for watching and listening. Please share my show, share it, and check out Peppy on Peppy Strong Show on YouTube. And I want, again, you can actually send Peppy an email if you like to peppysings at AOL. And I just want to take this time and opportunity to thank everyone again. Did you want to say something real quick, Peppy? We've got another minute and I have to wrap up.
Okay. Yeah, really quick. This is a little story. When Alive and Kickin used to perform in clubs, when we took a break, we would play this song called Twine Time, which is what reminds me when you said tea time. Twine Time by Alvin Cash and the Crawlers. And this is from 1964. Okay?
Wow.
And it goes...
It's twine time. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to wrap up. This is tea time. I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank PePe Cardona. Peppy, I love you with all my heart, honey. And my thoughts and prayers are with you. I just want to thank you. Thank you, Peppy. I love you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Come back next Monday night. Love you all. Ciao.
Stay alive and keep kicking.
Keep kicking. Alive and kicking. That's